King Dashrath lives in the city of Ayodhya. He does not have a son, but a sage advises him to do a sacrifice, and then he has 4 sons: Ram, Bharat, Lakshman, and Shatrughna, all coming from 3 different wives. Vishnu took the form of human within Ram to defeat Ravan, a demon Rakshas who has been oppressing gods, but only a mortal being can defeat him. A sage named Vishwamitra asks Dashrath for Ram's help to destroy some demons who have been harassing him. Dashrath was not too convinced, but agreed to lend Ram, and Lakshman accompanied him. Ram kills an ogress, and as a reward, Vishwamitra gives Ram supernatural powers. Using these new weapons, Ram kills the demons who have been harassing Vishwamitra. After this is done, they go to Mithila, where King Janak has a big and mighty bow. King Janak said, "The person who can pick up this bow and string it can have my daughter Sita's hand in marriage." No one was able to pick it up, but Ram single-handedly picks it up and while stringing it, breaks the bow. Marriages were arranged in Mithila between Dashrath's 4 sons and King Janak's daughters and nieces. Dashrath decides to make Ram the heir to their throne. Kaikeyi, the mother of Bharat, has a maidservant who told her that Bharat should be the heir, and she should use her 2 boons or promises that Dashrath gave her. For her 2 boons, she asks that Ram be exiled for 14 years, and Bharat should be king. Ram follows his father's orders and is accompanied by Sita. Lakshman goes with them to serve and protect Ram and Sita. The entire city of Ayodhya is heartbroken, and so is Dashrath, and he dies. Messengers are sent to bring back Bharat, but he refuses to become heir by way of Kaikeyi's scheme, and goes to the forest to bring back Ram. Ram refuses to return. This is resolved when Bharat agrees to govern in the name of Ram. Bharat sets Ram's slippers on the throne and promises not to return to Ayodhya until Ram does. He leaves Ayodhya and lives in the forest. Ram, Lakshman, and Sita leave this forest and head to Dundak, which is a demon-infested forest. The 3 of them build themselves a place to live in Panchvati. A woman Rakshas, Shurpanka, comes to visit. She's the sister of Ravan. She tries to seduce the 2 brothers and after failing tries to kill Sita. Lakshman stops her by cutting off her nose. She storms off to her brother Kar. Kar sends an army to kill Ram, but Kar comes himself only to see 14,000 of his army men beheaded. The news of the attack was received by Ravan, and he uses the help of Marich, who was a Rakshas survivor of the battle at Vishwamitra's ashram. He transforms himself into a golden deer. Sita makes Ram go after the deer. He goes after the deer and leaves Lakshman to protect Sita. Sita urges Lakshman to go with his brother, and Sita is by herself when Ravan appears and takes her away. Ram's friend Jatayu attempts to save Sita, but Ravan cuts off one of his wings. Sita is taken to Lanka. When Ram finds out that Sita is gone, he searches the forest in grief and is taken to the monkey Sugriv at Lake Bampa. Ram and Lakshman meet Hanuman, the greatest of all monkey men, in Sugriv's right hand. Sugriv tells Ram the story of his rivalry with his brother King Vali. Ram made a pact to help Sugriv kill Vali and to take back his throne and queen in return for Sugriv's help to find Sita. Ram is supposed to shoot Vali while Sugriv challenges Vali to a combat. After a long battle, Vali is dead and Sugriv sends out a search party in all directions. Sugriv becomes king. The southern expedition was led by Hanuman and Angad. After a long search, the search party was defeated until they met a vulture named Sampati, brother of Jatayu. He tells them that Sita is in Lanka. Hanuman agrees to leap across the ocean to search for Sita. After his leap, Hanuman spies on Ravan and Lanka. Sita is held captive in a grove of Ashoka trees and is threatened by Ravan's Rakshasi women. Hanuman gets into one of the trees above Sita and gives her Ram's ring as a sign of good faith. He offers to carry Sita back to Ram, but she says she wants Ram to save her and kill Ravan. Hanuman kills soldiers and then allows himself to be captured by Ravan. Ravan sets Hanuman's tail on fire, but he escapes, lights the whole city on fire, and reports back to Ram. Ram leaves with Sugriv's whole army and meets Ravan's brother Vibhishan at the shore of the sea. Vibhishan did not agree with Ravan's doings and for that was kicked out of the city. He joined Ram. The army constructed a bridge over the ocean and crossed over to Lanka. There is a 10-day battle and Ram kills Ravan in a single combat. Ram makes Vibhishan king. Ram is hesitant in taking Sita back since she has lived in another man's house for 10 months. Sita proves her innocence by walking through fire, and then Ram accepts her. Vibhishan gives Ram Pushpak for him to return to Ayodhya, since his exile time is over. Ram settles in Ayodhya as king with Sita, but it's not long before he hears people talking about Sita's stay at Ravan's house, questioning her pureness. As king, Ram banishes Sita, knowing that she is pregnant and the rumors are false. After years, Ram performs a horse sacrifice in which 2 handsome young boys recite the Ramayan, and it turns out the 2 young boys are twins, Love and Kush, who are Ram's sons. They have been living in Valmiki's ashram with Sita. Ram wants them to come back, but Sita has suffered a lot, so she calls upon the earth to take her back, and she's gone forever. With a lot of grief, Ram divides the kingdom between his sons and enters the water of the Sarayu River and returns to heaven as Lord Vishnu.